Well, good evening. Yes, it's 6:30, what is it? 6:38 p.m. Uh, and the title of the video this time is My Excitement is Building. My next video after this one will be with Aristo. And that may be the last one before I arrive at my destination next week. Then, of course, I expect to be able to make daily videos until my return trip. I ask my friends to pray that the trip goes well. Also, as I think I've said before, I hope to get some clarity in regard to the rest of my life. I pray that the transition between the old criminal paradigm and the new paradigm of love and truthfulness will happen as quickly and go as smoothly as possible. May God finally start caring and take positive action to turn the world around through angels, people of goodwill, or whatever process best suits the awakening of humanity. If you look behind me, you'll see the clock. You might see two clocks, and you might see some red and some purple and stuff. Those are all the vitamins and supplements. I've laid them all out for the entire trip, from the 1st till the 31st. All of them are all counted out and laid out for the trip to Australia. And yes, I'm excited. Uh, you know, one of the things that I just finished checking on is I'm trying to find connections or dates that the Seekers are actually going to be in Australia. And I'm in Melbourne, Australia, during the month that I'm there, and I can't find any such dates listed. And I've tried. One of the things that I wanted to do very, very much is meet the Seekers. I really want to meet that group and talk to them. I hold them in highest regard. I believe they're amazing human beings, and they've inspired me at a time in my life especially that I needed that inspiration. I also spent some time earlier looking through the various things that they recommend doing in Australia, including in the Melbourne area, as far as a sightseer. And I realize as I look at all of these things, that's not the purpose of my trip. The purpose of my trip is to connect with people that I find a relationship with, that have a vision like I have, and to help build my spirit and get me out of the doldrums that I've had, especially since losing my home back in February. And it's an uphill climb, and I want to turn things around. But they have to start moving in a positive direction, and I'm hoping that can help me to refocus and to evaluate and assess what my future is. I don't want to die if there's hope for a better world. If there's no hope for a better world, I don't want to stay around. I mean, I hope I've made that clear in other videos, and I'm saying it again. My excitement is that I am going to find and make connections that are going to build me up inside of myself and clarify my vision and strengthen the hopefulness, the faith, the determination that I've had for such a long time to make the world a world that works for honest people. We already have a world that works for dishonest people or for ignorant people. We already have that world, and it's not heaven on earth at all. It's the opposite. It's hell on earth. And I've lived my life to change that, to make it better. And I'm willing to let my vision expand. I'm willing to let go of things that don't serve the vision. I'm willing to change beliefs. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help fulfill what I've believed since my boyhood is my calling, my purpose. I've known that since my teenage years. I've had that vision. Through my 20s, through both of my marriages. Uh, and folks, I ask for prayers. That's what I said in the thing, and I really need people that will stand with me. I'm not about fighting. I have no intention of arguing with people over doctrines. I have no idea of no desire to argue with people over anything. I want to find people that agree that we need to make positive changes on earth and will put their energies and efforts in that direction, put their voice in that direction to uplift people and help promote that which is good. I really want that to be not only my purpose, but the purpose of those friends that I align with in Australia and around the world. I know there's a lot of us. I'm not the only one that longs to see peace on earth, that longs to see the fulfillment of God's promises, that there would be no more war, that there would be no more deception, that we could have what has been written in my heart and on many other hearts for a long time. We could have that manifestation of good, that manifestation of something that builds people up instead of tearing people down. We've had enough of the opposite. We need the positive side. And as I say that, I'm reminded that it is the feminine, and the feminine is the dark side. That's the hidden side. That's not the side that's exposed and out in the open. It's the side that's internal, that's inside. That's the dark, not the light. And we need to balance the dark and the light. We need to honor the feminine. We need to honor the masculine. We need to honor light and dark. We need to honor the whole thing. Dark is not evil. That's not what I'm saying. So don't misunderstand the word dark. Dark just means hidden, and that which is hidden needs to come forth and bring forth a new birth, a new beginning, a new hope for humanity, an uprising of spirit, so that we can inhabit a globe that fulfills all the promises of God made in all the religions throughout the ages, of a wonderful time, of a millennial reign, of the anointed one, the Christed one. And that's not a religion, folks. That's not a religion. It's a spiritual reality that we are being called, that I have been called for a long time, and we are all being called to manifest in the real world, even if it's called an illusion. It's the world of our experience. And we have every right to experience joy and bliss and pleasure and fulfillment. We have every right to be receivers of that which was promised to us and written on the fleshy tables of our heart, however many lifetimes ago that might have been. Anyway, I thank those of you that have stood with me this far and have forgiven me for my short-sightedness and my lashing out at people when they didn't understand, and I needed my space. I needed to be left alone and not attacked. I appreciate those of you that understood the dynamic that was taking place inside of me, and those of you that prayed for me and held me up before God and spoke kindly of me to others instead of tearing me down to others, as some people have done. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this trip. I'm looking forward to big changes. I'm excited about the possibilities. I'm somewhat apprehensive because I'm going where I've never gone before. But at the same time, I'm expecting good things. ultimately to be the result. Thank you for listening, and namaste.